Hi, Joe.
Sorry.
It's nice to see
Wait time.
you. Okay.
Long
That's
time
okay.
wait.
What did you say, John?
Sorry.
Okay. Wherever the next. Okay,
Yes.
just a moment.
I made you wait a long time.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm glad to hear that. So,
Camera setting.
yeah,
yes.
the same. Okay, so once
Sorry.
again, John, welcome back to my class, and I'm so
Yes.
glad to see you again.
Yeah.
How have you been, John?
Yes. Very fine.
Very fine, doing great. I'm so glad to hear that. So it's been a long time. I think the last time that we had is 21 of August or July. I don't know.
Yes.
July. It's August.
Oh, yes.
July or August.
Yes.
I see the videos that you posted on YouTube.
Really? Wow, thank you. Yeah.
I keep on watching if you don't mind. So I can see as well how other teachers do their teaching skills. So I can get something new. It's very important.
Oh, really? Very important.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, of course. It's so nice, John, that you do that kind of videos. It's can create learning from other teachers as well.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it's a good job. For me, it's a good thing.
Wow, thank you.
Okay, so June, once again, welcome back to my class, and I'm so glad to see you again. And I think let's start, okay? So I've seen her that you chose pronunciation advanced unlucky day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so June, okay. So by this time, let's move on to the first challenge.
Yes. Okay.
You can start.
Okay. Unlucky day. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many
Series.
Series.
Series. Curious.
Many curious.
Q. It's not Q. It's Q. Curious.
Oh, curious. Curious as to how the luckless day came to be. But there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, let's practice these words. June. It's event.
It's event. Event.
Like that event. It's not like that. It's event.
Event.
Okay, the second one is curious.
Curious.
Yes, curious. Okay?
Q.
Not
Q.
Q.
Wow.
Q.
THQ.
Yes, THU, like that.
Wow.
Curious. That's curious, okay?
Okay.
It's not it's the. 13. Okay, practice, okay? Considered. Okay, Jen? That's a good one.
Wow.
So let's move on to words and expressions. So please repeat after me twice.
Okay.
The first one is cultural mainstay. Okay, very good. One more time. Cultural mainstay.
Altogether.
All together.
All together.
Set assignment.
Set assignment.
Set assignments.
Set assignment.
Venues.
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 Tourists.
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 Okay.
Wow, tourists.
Tourists. Okay, Q. This one again. Like that. Tourists. Okay.
Tourists.
Yeah, that's the one. It's purist.
Tourist. Tourist.
Okay. Okay, right. So, Jun,
Tourist.
any question, Jun?
Yeah. Tourist is very difficult. Tourist.
Tourist, okay?
Tourist.
Tourist. Tourist.
Wow, tourist.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes,
that's okay. That's okay. You can practice the words,
Yes.
okay? Or maybe you have to look at the correct pronunciation.
Yes.
So you can practice.
Yes.
Okay.
Tourist.
So, John, let's move
Okay.
on to the second challenge. Read each sentence twice. Okay.
Okay.
I will play the first sentence. Sentence 1.
An unlucky day?
An unlucky day.
Okay, let's practice one more time. An unlucky day.
An unlucky day.
Very good. Next.
These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay.
These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay.
Okay, let's practice one more time. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay.
These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay.
Okay, that's a good one. Let's have the third one.
Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether.
Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether.
Okay, one more time. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether.
Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether.
Altogether, okay?
Altogether.
Fourth one, Jun.
Including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments.
Including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments.
Okay, one more time. Including hotel rooms and airplane set assignments.
Including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments.
That's a good one. Okay, next, the fifth one, Jun.
Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day.
Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day.
On that day, okay, one more time. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day.
Okay. Some venues even charge couples less to get married on that day.
Okay, let's have the sixth one.
There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be.
There are many theories.
Two.
There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be.
Okay, one more time. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be.
There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be.
Okay, nice one. Let's have the seventh one.
But there's nothing special about the date itself.
But there's nothing special about the date itself.
Okay, one more time. But there's nothing special about the date itself.
But there's nothing special about the date itself.
Okay, the eighth one.
After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries, like Italy.
After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, one more time. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, nice one,
Okay.
John. Okay, so John,
Thank you.
any questions so far?
Yeah, none so far. Okay.
Your camera, John, is so clear. I like your camera.
Really?
So clear.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see your face very clear and
Oh,
shiny.
thank you. Shiny. Ah, yes.
Shiny. I
Yes.
think you put your skincare routine.
Wow. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
so June, let's move on to the third one. Listen to sample audio and read
Yes.
the paragraph. So this moment, I'll go in to correct your linking sound.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
So by this time, June, I will play the audio.
An unlucky day? These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries, like Italy.
Oh, June, by this time, so read again. Okay?
Okay. Yes. An unlucky day. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, so June, let's practice the linking tips, okay?
Yes.
So repeat after me once. So this is useful linking sound.
Yes.
So the first word is, instead of saying
Yes.
is-a, is-a,
Isa is a cultural mainstay.
is a culture,
Is a
mainstay,
cultural
mainstay, okay?
mainstay. Yes.
There are,
There are.
it should be there are.
There are.
Okay, instead of saying after all,
Yes.
after all.
After all. Yes.
After all.
all.
The number 13 is even considered, okay?
Yes.
Okay, last one is, instead of saying special about,
Special about.
special about.
Special about.
Very good, one more time.
Special about. Special about.
Okay, so, okay, very good, June. Okay, so
Thank
June,
you.
can you please read again?
This linking sound.
Yes,
Okay.
all together.
All together. Unlucky day.
No. Okay, go.
Okay.
Okay, John. Okay. Okay, so John, you have to read the whole paragraph and use and try to practice
Yes.
the linking sound.
Linking
Okay.
sound. Okay. Yes.
John.
Okay. Unlucky day. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on the day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Nice one, John.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so John, let's move on to the fourth one is
Yes.
the time trial.
Yeah,
Okay,
time
so
trial, yes.
I think you know this. Alright, so let's have 35 seconds. So
Yes.
June, as much as possible, read the
Yes.
fastest
Yes.
that you can.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
difficult to time trial.
You find difficult. That's okay, June. Okay, you can practice.
Yes.
Alright, just a moment. Okay, June,
Yes.
are you ready?
Yes. Okay.
Wake up, June. It's September.
Yeah.
Okay, so June,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, start.
On unlucky day, these days it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
It's 36 seconds.
Wow, 36.
Okay.
Yes.
So, June, I think we cannot move on to 30 seconds.
Yes.
So, my challenge to you,
Yes.
you have to try 35 seconds.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, yes. 35 seconds.
35 seconds. If you cannot do that, we cannot move on to another textbook, another lesson, another page of the
Another
lesson,
page.
okay? So if you cannot make 35 seconds,
Yes, yes.
if you cannot make it, so we cannot move on to the next steps, okay?
Yes, next step.
So my challenge to you, you have to get 35 seconds.
Yes.
If you can, so we proceed to another one. But if you cannot, let's do it again, okay?
Okay.
Is that okay with you, June?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it again. Just a moment.
Yes. Okay.
June. 1, 2, 3, start.
On unlucky day, these days it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
35 seconds, exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one, June. 35.4.
Yeah.
Not 35, it's 35.4.
Yes.
June, one more time.
Yes.
Okay, I need 35 exactly.
Yes. Yeah. I hope so.
I hope you can do that. Okay, last.
Yeah.
Okay, try one more
Okay.
time. Okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, start, June.
On unlucky day, these days it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13th altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venue even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
34. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's very important, June. Okay, so as much as possible, June, try to familiarize the word itself. Okay, that's very important. Okay, familiarize as much as possible when you read the paragraph.
Yes.
So calm down, stay, calm
Oh.
down. Okay, so that's very important. Okay,
Calm
so
down. What meaning? Calm down.
just relax.
Relax.
Calm down,
yes.
relax.
Yeah.
So though you read the paragraph, you have to make something, you're telling a story to someone. So you have to put a sound. Do not read just like this day it's safe to say Friday and 39. You have to put a sound. This day it's safe to say Friday night is called remains day. Many American people avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane assignment. Some venues change couple less to get married that day. So you have to put a sound. That's very important because when you make a sound, though you read, so it means it will help your pronunciation.
Yes, yes.
Because there is a story that is unlucky day. So how are you going to portray? How are you going to act? So put a sound. That's very important.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So maybe next time, John, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay, John. But you
Thank
made
you.
it, okay? 31st second. So yeah, that's okay. So let's move on to, just a moment. I forgot where our fifth challenge, overlapping. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, John, I will play the audio.
Oh, sorry. May I record this lesson too?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so John,
Yes.
I will play the audio. Okay?
Okay.
An unlucky day.
These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, so June, one more time. Okay?
Okay. Audio is two people sound.
Yeah, women and men.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's okay. That's
Okay.
okay. Okay, so Jen, I'll
Okay.
play one more time.
An unlucky day. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venues even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries, like Italy.
Okay, like
Yeah.
Italy. Okay, so Jen, let's move on to the last 5-minute
Yes.
revision. So please read the paragraph with emotions and
Yes.
try, and please use the linking sound. Not
Yes.
try. You have to use it. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So there is a linking sound in the chat box. So try
Yes.
to see that.
Hmm.
And yeah. So June, start.
Okay. Unlucky day. These days, it's safe to say that Friday the 13th is a cultural mainstay. Many Americans avoid the number 13 altogether, including hotel rooms and airplane seat assignments. Some event venue even charge couples less to get married on that day. There are many theories as to how the luckless day came to be, but there's nothing special about the date itself. After all, the number 13 is even considered lucky in some countries like Italy.
Okay, nice one, June. Okay, so June, just what I'm said. Put a sound. Don't forget, make a story. So you have to
Yes.
choose. If you're telling a story to someone, if you're talking to someone, so you can use it. You can use in order, practice your pronunciation. At the same time, by putting sound, you are making emotions, right? You are building emotions. So that's very important, June, right?
Yes.
So do not read as a simple way. If you can exert, if you can do more, why not? It's very important, right? Because by putting emotions, it's simply it builds your confidence as well. At the same time, it helps your pronunciations.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so that is my recommendation. June, thank you so much for your time, and I'm so
Yes.
happy. Your attitude is always amazing. You're so kind. It's easy to talk. Right? So June, nice one for me. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to work with you again. Okay.
Okay.
So I hope to see you next time,
Yes.
and please follow my advice.
Oh, thank you.
June.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you very
Bye-bye, June.
much.
Bye-bye, June.
Yeah. Bye bye.